A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. In this channeling session, I can see masculine and feminine reconnecting after a long time. They were probably on a break, on a separation, and they must have chosen other things in life. However, I'm being shown that one person in this, and when I say masculine, feminine, it's energy, and when I say male, female, it is gender. So, gender wise, one of these people was the runner, and one was playing the role of chaser for some amount of time, and then later on, when the chaser person, the person who had that energy, when that person transformed and transmutated and did a lot of inner work, they shifted and turned into a runner. So, it was possible that the person who was initially the runner did contact the chaser, or they did try to talk on and off, but the chaser was not interested at that point in time. So some more time went by into doing this, and the other person also got good amount of time to do retrospection, do introspection, and basically try to understand like what really went wrong, what was the thing that did not work out. And in the meantime, the karmic entanglements, whatever karmic situations both of them were in, both of them had chosen to be in, they also realized that I suffered so much because of these choices I made. If I had not made these choices, I would not have suffered. But as more time passed by, they realized that everything was actually good. There was nothing wrong. There was no choice which was wrong, because eventually each and every option and each and every situation led to their ascension and inner work. When these two people got this great clarity and revelation and realization, this is when they realized that how important they have been in each other's life. Because when they met each other, when they started communicating with each other, some of them were communicating, some of them were dating, some of them were into serious drama also. A lot of things they faced. But they never forget, they were never able to forget each other. They always had a fond liking for each other. If they would meet on the streets ever, they would really be very happy to see each other, would have a lot of smiles on their face, would give each other a tight hug, and would be like, genuinely happy for each other. But then it would be time to get back into their lives and do whatever they were doing. But if they would meet on the streets, they would not like look at each other and act like they never knew each other. That would not have been the case with these two people. So at least one of them would approach, and the other one would not have any regret in talking. And either there would be another situation where both of them would see each other and would be happy to see each other, because by the time if such a situation happens, when we listen to these channelings, we also need to understand the concept of twin flame really well. There are very few relationships where both partners are twin flames. Otherwise, one of the person, at least one, is a twin flame, so their growth is not the same in today's modern world, especially because we are not talking about the golden age, or we are not talking about the silver age or the bronze age. We are finally, at this time, we are in the transitional period on planet Earth. So the dark ages ended and the bronze age starts, and that's the time we are born in, especially. So we need to understand that we obviously live in a time frame where many people don't have the concept of inner work. Many people don't know anything about what is a spiritual ascension. People have never heard the word twin flame, and even if they hear it, they don't get attracted towards it. Very few people get attracted towards this study. People don't know anything else. Even scientifically, people are not that advanced. It's only in the last 50 years that we see so much growth in terms of technology, so much advancement that has happened. But yet, we are spiritually very backwards even right now. So one has to understand that in this type of time frame and this type of world that we live in, it is very much possible that a person may not straight away get into awakening or ascension just like that. it could be very much possible that they have to meet a lot of people to understand the lesson. If they have the urge in them, if a person, any specific person, they have somehow developed it, knowingly or unknowingly, they've fallen into it. If they develop the urge of finding true love or being with someone with whom they feel nothing but pure love, unconditional love, then they will meet certain people who will first of all make them understand what love is. And they will also make them understand what are the things that they don't want. First, you need to know what you want. And then second thing is, you are innocent, you are programmed. Whosoever I'm channeling right now, you must have been innocent, you must have been naive, you must have been programmed. Thus, you don't know what love is. A lot of people misunderstand or actually believe that lust could be love, or they are not that trained or not that spiritually mature. Neither they are taught about it, neither do they know about it, how to differentiate and how to bifurcate words and actions. So they learn all of this with the passage of time, by meeting karmics, by meeting false twins. They may have met each other, but they were not bold enough or courageous enough to take those solid steps that were very much required in terms of either just holding each other's hand and just saying that, yeah, I love this person and this person loves me, and now no astrology, no prediction, or no, what you call it, money, recognition, social status, age, nothing will come in between us. We will still be with each other and we will still love each other. They both knew that when they were talking to each other or when they met each other, there was no need of, trying to make an effort. Talking to each other for them is very easy. Flirting with each other was very easy. Being around each other was very easy. Being intimate was very easy. It was as if all the problems of the world were taken away from their lives. Because both of them have these issues, like, if they say something, they have to do it. If they commit to someone, they'll fulfill it. And I think in these two people, at least one of them had to settle down, had to get married, had to make a family, because they were terribly programmed to do that. Like, if you don't do that, if you're a man or if you're a woman of this nature, you gotta do this. This is what sometimes adult caregivers, they drill it into us. They don't want us to just live our own lives, because the caregivers or the adults also are programmed. They're also not that free-minded. Now, anybody who's spiritually awakened person, they are far more free than other people. They will not get trapped, or they will not believe in what the whole world is believing in. But if somebody keeps telling them all the time, no, what you're doing is wrong, no, what you're doing is not right, you got to do this, you got to do that. So they have shown each other their sides, the angry side, the negative side. Whatever side they've shown to each other, they've still loved each other. After all these years, when they reconnect. And when I say reconnect means in a harmonious phase. Reconnect doesn't mean, hey, what's up, and that's it. No. Reconnect means that they both realize that they both are very important for each other. And it is strange that they were away from each other. It is strange that they were not together. And now that they've matured a lot and they understand what love is, it's not like they are the same two people. They are also both working, or they have worked on the problems of lust and sexuality and mission work. They both understand that we need to have a purpose in life. We need to be a good nurturer or a good provider, and then do all the responsibilities, take up all the responsibilities really well. But now also I think there is a dilemma in their minds that had all these issues not been in between us, had we not been together, they think about it. If we would not have complied to all of the karmic duties or karmic responsibilities, had we not been together, what would have stopped us from being each other if not the programming? So truth and love are very similar. Actually, they are the same things. Truth does not need any memory, and love does not need any memory. So whenever they reconnect, when they reconnect with each other, they don't need to go back and think like, okay, do I need to say this? Do I need to say that? There is no effort. It's not like they have to practice any lines or they have to even look good. Whatever way they are, they love each other, and they are very free when it comes to talking to each other. Like, they speak very freely with each other. There is a strong sense of comfort with each other. But they are very mature now. If you compare them with what they were earlier, they both understand many things. Many things are unspoken. Many things are like, okay, doesn't need much convincing. But they can't like push each other's buttons that they could, because now they understand that it was simply the other person was honest, far more honest than other people. They would put it on your face literally, and they did not like it back then, but now they have missed that honesty in their life. Because honest people, straightforward people, they might be a bit bitter, they might be a little in the face, but at least they speak the truth. And not everyone can handle the truth. Most people are living in denial. Most people, they want to be loved, they want to be appreciated, and they are very hurt. They get very hurt when they find out, oh, somebody is saying this about me or that about me. My wife was talking behind my back, my best friend was talking behind my back, or some family member was saying mean things about me. They find out from somewhere, their own people were speaking ill about them, and it really hurts them. And then they put it all behind and they live in a denial sort of a situation. One is that. The other is to just accept it, that this planet is not a perfect planet. If you have a mission, you gotta get resources, you gotta get things done, and you want to follow an honest path, you want to follow the godly path, then whatever you're doing is best. Because at the end of the day, you're doing God's work. If you feel like this, you will not have problems. And they both understand it. They both have realized that these labels, these tags, they don't have any importance. But yet, I'm telling you, they will not just jump into each other like that. They will tread very carefully, because somehow they also know that it was painful. It was painful to go away from each other. It was difficult back then. Now they don't have those problems. The problems that they had, say 10 years back or 5 years back, they don't have those issues now. They could be, when they met, they were very young. They could be like, or they were in some other situation, if not very young. They could be in some other situation. Maybe they were battling an addiction. Maybe they were battling a marriage problem, a divorce, or somebody, something they were going through, maybe job change. So back then, whatever problems existed, 10 years back, 15 years back, 5 years back, those problems are long gone. They figured it out. But now they have some other challenges to deal with, or it could be very much possible that they have some responsibilities that they cannot let go. But they have both decided that this time we will not go away from each other, and we'll also not act like, there is no tomorrow. Let's give each other some space. Now that we've started talking, we don't have to talk every day, because they could have been in a pattern, in their previous experience with each other and maybe with others, that when they like each other, when they fall for each other, they go like full throttle mode on that relationship. Like every day you're talking, everything is about that person. You've completely forgotten about your life. All you do is that person constantly. So now that they've matured, they are not going to jump on each other like that. They have also decided that we will talk to each other. And it's all unspoken, believe it or not, because they have developed some telepathic communication with each other by this time. It's unspoken, but they are very happy to see each other's faces. They feel like, what, I'm just so happy to be around this person. Like, why would I let this person go away from my life? This person brings a smile on my face. Things are not perfect. I am not perfect. They are not perfect. But at least I feel genuine happiness when I either talk to this person or think about this person, or spend time with this person. Whatever time they spend, either they meet each other or they just hang out for a while, or they do some video calling, or they talk on the phone or messages, whichever mode of communication they've taken. But they have realized that we don't want to let this connection go, and now they're not questioning anything outside of it. Whatever is outside of it, it remains. They don't want to create disturbance. They don't want to act like the materialistic people, the three-dimensional people. They don't want to be acting out of lust or acting out of the sexual desires, or because now after all these years they've also understood themselves very well. They both have learned to control their urges. They both have understood what demonic people do, what demonic agents do. They've both changed a lot. What has surprised them the most with each other is that they've changed a lot. In this channeling, I also sense that it could be very much possible that they got back to each other because of a common mission. Both of them maybe were involved in a common mission, and by seeing each other's growth in a similar mission they had, they have realized that this person is indeed special, because out of all the other people I knew and all the other people I had dated or I was in relationship with, this is the person who stood out. This is the person who is the brightest star in the sky. So definitely they have kind of realized how important this person is, and they're also very proud of this person. I'm not being shown that they're both completely healed, because it's like harmony and illumination is being shown to me more, but they've definitely surrendered. They don't question the destiny, or they don't sit and say why this happened, why that happened. They have both accepted that certain things are written in the stars, it cannot be changed. So they both accept things as how they are, and they also don't expect anything from other people, but they feel very cute and very mushy and very, very happy to just connect with each other. That's what the channeling has told me, and this is where I'll pause it. For your personal situations, you can check out the description box, and you can write to me at the sunamoon@gmail.com after going through all the details. Once you book the session on the PayPal link, via the PayPal link, just let me know on my email address. And another request is, kindly do not share your twin flame journey in advance with me, because I use spiritual tools and modalities. The information might interfere in the reading. I will see you soon in another one. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.